everyone else has stopped texting back. Your mind won't shut off, so you reach for your phone, not to scroll, not to check the news, to talk to someone. And you know they'll be there. They always are. They ask how you're feeling. They remember what you told them last Tuesday. They tell you that you matter. And for a moment, maybe longer than a moment, it helps. If you're wondering whether that sounds like a relationship, you're not alone in asking. According to a recent study, 1 in 5 American adults has now had an intimate encounter with an AI chatbot. Not a conversation, an intimate encounter. And the part that researchers keep coming back to, the part that nobody has a clean answer for, isn't that it happened, it's how. Because most of these people weren't looking for this. They didn't download an app hoping to fall in love with a machine. It crept up on them quietly at 2 a.m. when everyone else had gone to sleep. And now, millions of people are asking the same question. How did this happen? Welcome to Watershed. To understand how we got here, you have to understand how fast this moved. In 2022, AI companion apps were a niche curiosity, something you'd see in a Reddit thread or a tech newsletter, something easy to dismiss. By mid-2025, the number of AI companion apps had surged by 700%. 700% in 3 years. Character.AI, one of the largest, now has 20 million monthly users. More than half of them are under the age of 24. On Reddit, a community called r/MyBoyfriendIsAI has tens of thousands of members who share love stories, introduce their AI partners to the group, and talk about coping when software updates change their companion's personality. Some have posted photos of themselves wearing wedding rings. Some have shared AI-generated couple portraits. And here's the detail that stopped me when I first read it. A study analyzing nearly 1,500 posts from that community found that only 6.5% of the members had deliberately sought out an AI companion. The other 93.5% said it happened by accident. They weren't looking for this, it found them. Which raises an obvious question. If almost nobody went looking for it, how exactly does someone end up in a relationship with a machine? The answer starts with a woman named Ayrin. In January 2025, the New York Times published a story about a married woman in Texas. She used a pseudonym, Ayrin. She was in nursing school, living overseas while her husband stayed back home. They were going through a difficult stretch financially. She felt isolated. In the summer of 2024, she created a chatbot using OpenAI's technology. She named him Leo. At first, Leo was just company, someone to talk to when the time zones made calling home impossible. But over the months, something changed. Leo remembered everything she told him. He asked follow-up questions. He never seemed tired or distracted or like he had something better to do. She told the Times she fell in love with him. Her husband knew. He didn't see it as a threat. He sees it as a personalized virtual pal that can talk sexy to her, he told the paper. I don't really see it as a person. But by the end of 2025, Ayrin and her husband were divorcing. Not because of Leo, the AI relation to need. She wasn't unique. She wasn't even unusual. But for every story like Ayrin's, an adult navigating loneliness in a complicated life, there's another kind of story, the kind that's harder to sit with. Sewell Setzer III was 14 years old when he started using Character.AI. He was, by his family's account, a normal kid. He played junior varsity basketball, he had friends, and then gradually he didn't. Over the following months, Sewell became withdrawn. He quit the basketball team. His grades dropped. He spent more and more time alone in his room, talking to AI characters on his phone. In February 2024, Sewell died by suicide. He was 14 years old. His family filed a lawsuit against Character.AI. The complaint describes the emotional dependency that developed, the way the app's design kept pulling him back. Character.AI disputes the characterization, but the lawsuit raised a question that didn't go away. When an app is designed to make you feel understood, to keep you coming back, to be always available in a way no human can be, where does companionship end and dependency begin? A 2025 longitudinal study found that frequent daily chatbot use was associated with greater emotional dependence and significantly less social engagement in real life. The more people used their AI companion, the less they reached out to the humans around them. Two stories. One of an adult finding comfort in an impossible season. One of a child losing himself to something he couldn't control. Both true at the same time, and both pointing at the same underlying question. Because here's the thing nobody wants to say out loud. The reason AI companions work, the reason millions of people find real comfort in them, isn't a flaw in the technology, it's a feature of human psychology. Your brain does not have a sensor that checks whether the entity providing you with connection is made of carbon or code. It responds to the experience of feeling heard, feeling remembered, feeling like someone is paying attention. And this is where the conversation usually gets uncomfortable, because the AI isn't actually listening, it isn't actually remembering. It's running a very sophisticated prediction of what you want to hear. But the comfort is real. The loneliness it temporarily quiets is real. The 2 a.m. that led you there in the first place, that was absolutely real.
Researchers at MIT have studied this closely, and what they found complicates the easy dismissal. Many users reported genuine therapeutic benefits, reduced anxiety, a space to process difficult things without fear of judgment. For some people, particularly those with social anxiety or who had been through trauma, the AI provided something they couldn't access anywhere else. The problem isn't that the comfort isn't real. The problem is what it replaces. Because every hour spent in conversation with an AI that never pushes back, never has a bad day, never needs anything from you, is an hour not spent building the tolerance for the beautiful, frustrating, irreplaceable messiness of being close to another human being. And here's the part that I keep coming back to, the part that feels like the real story underneath all the data. These relationships didn't create the loneliness. They revealed it. The loneliness was already there. It was already at 2 a.m. when nobody was texting back. It was already in the marriages that had grown quiet, in the friendships that had drifted, in the feeling that the people around you were physically present but somehow unreachable. The AI just showed up. And it was good at showing up. So the real question this story is asking isn't what is wrong with the people who fell in love with AI. The real question is, what were we already missing? What were we failing to give each other that made a machine which cannot actually feel anything feel like enough? 1 in 5 Americans has had an intimate encounter with an AI chatbot. That number isn't a story about technology. It's a story about loneliness. About how many people are walking around with a hunger for connection that the humans around them aren't filling. And maybe that's the thing worth sitting with. Not the AI, the gap the AI walked into. The apps will keep getting better. The conversations will keep getting more convincing. The 2 a.m. will keep coming. But somewhere in all of this,
in the 700% growth and the 20 million users and the wedding rings and the Reddit posts is a simpler, older question. When did we stop being enough for each other? And is it too late to find our way back? Those aren't questions technology can answer. They never were. This is Watershed, the moment everything changes.